A story in many chapters, here in 13 parts. Mom, family, what's that? Asked the 5-year-old Elisa. She lives in the 50s with her mom in a tiny apartment. It is Advent, and she asks, Mommy, family, what's that? On this long journey, Elisa experiences many adventures, stories, and has deep insights. Mosaic for mosaic, she assembles the image of her family until she finds it in her soul. Now I want to invite you to my systemic Christmas story. Mommy, family, what's that? Chapter 4, Series 1, Part 8. Mommy, family, what's that? The ski trip. For this wonderful winter day, where she could thump around so well outside, and that just before Christmas, the topic was too heavy for the child. And the mother was glad to go back to work, although she did it very thoughtfully. At noon, they were at home. Fredi was already waiting excitedly and asked Elisa if she would run with him on the Frauenberg with the skis. It's too far, the Frauenberg. Mother wouldn't allow that, said the child. So, at first, they drove sledges near the houses on the slope at the road. But after a while, they trudged off. That was really exhausting. They ran along the road, over the bridge, by the brook, past the snow-covered meadows, and the small chapel into which Elisa often brought white flowers to the Mother of God in springtime and summer. Then it went slowly uphill. In front of them, at the top of the hill, there was the monastery with the Rococo church. As they made their way up the hill, Elisa asked, Was your father also at war, Fredi? Yes, the boy replied. My father was a famous friar and had many awards and medals. And yours? I do not know, said the child. Why does your father never come to visit you? The boy continued. Because because he cannot," said the little girl. "He is very far away, but he often writes us, and he always paints beautiful pictures for me." Then they were suddenly up and noticed only now how high they had risen. Oh God, that was high, and the snow was deep. "Have you ever driven from such a high mountain, Fredi?" Elisa asked. Yes, said the boy. "So go," he urged. Said the girl. No, I'm a girl, and you are 3 years older than me. You're a boy, and you have to go ahead." Fredi hesitated a bit, trying to hide his fear. Then he gave a jerk and drove off. But the ride did not last long, and Elisa saw only a snow globe which laboriously tried to free itself from the snow. She shrieked and laughed at the stupid sight, shouted, "Now I'm coming," and drove off, full of conviction to do better. But the drive became faster and faster, and suddenly she felt no ground under her feet, only that she rolled, overturned, and stuck his head deep in the snow. It took quite a while for her to work her way out and to see Fredi standing next to her. "Did you hurt yourself?" he asked. "No, I don't think so. But my skis and sticks, where are they?" For a long time the children looked for their skis until they had everything but one stick together. Then they knocked the snow out of their hair as far as they could and started the arduous way home, the skis on the shoulders this time. It was already dark when they finally got home. Elisa's mother welcomed them anxiously and gladly that they were safe at home without big reproach. As Fredi said goodbye, Elisa thought, "I didn't rather not marry him, even if his father has so many war decorations. You cannot really rely on him." Secretly, however, she was proud to have experienced such an adventure with Fredi and survived it safely. This evening, the child couldn't sit and play with Mom in the kitchen. The woman had brought up the large zinc bathtub from the cellar, set it up in the kitchen, and firmly heated. Now Elisa had to bath, drink hot self-collected lime blossom tea, and lay down immediately wrapped up in bed.